Your mics are on. And hello, everyone. We are back. Welcome to Morphs in the Swamp, a Morphs in the Dark actual play. This is a skin based on Forged in the Dark, done by At the Forefront on Twitter. We, brain. I needed more calories today. We're an Animorphs actual play. This is Animorphs. So, and that's what we're doing today. Just a heads up, everyone. I'd like to remind everyone that we are streaming from the unseceded land of the coastal Salish people. Native Lives Matter. And we will now start with everyone going around the circle. As you can see, there are two people at the table that are not here today because of other commitments. Some of them, maybe they're just going to an anime convention and other wonderful things. But so Nixie and Katie will be back with us next week. But for now, there are three of us, and we have some stuff to do. So let's go around, introduce yourselves, and answer the awkward question of. If your character, or you, could ethically take the place of another human being right now, who would that person be?
Wow.
Yeah. What's up, Anna? How you doing?
Not great now that I heard the question. First off, I'm Anna, aka Archival Destiny. And I'm playing Riley the Estreen, band nerd, fantasy geek. That's such a difficult question, especially to go first on.
Oh no.
Especially in front of the internet. Let's see. Riley would. Had a good answer, but it's for a reason that has not been revealed in stream yet, so I can't use that. Shit.
It's okay.
A real person?
Yes, a real person present in the year 1998. Essentially, if you were a Yeerk, who would you take over? Whose body would you snatch? Yeah.
If I was a Yeerk, it'd be somebody famous so that you could promote their organization, all of that, get people on that train at the very beginnings of what we know of the internet to be today.
So Jeff Bezos, maybe? I don't know.
He wasn't as big of a deal in '98.
Okay, we'll go to the next one. Go ahead, Nick. It's okay.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm playing Tony, our resident jock Battleborn. He would probably go with Troy Aikman if he could just be anybody. Right around now, as I recall, they're doing pretty well sports-wise, the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Cowboys were a thing in the 90s. Like, people actually respected them, except for Saints fans.
Yeah.
But there's no athlete in the play for the Saints in the 90s that you'd want to be, so it's fine.
Yeah. And I would pick Kevin Feige because I have some Marvel movies out on Green Light.
Okay.
That will never get made.
Just produce them now. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Green light these projects. Gotcha. I feel you.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess my turn. I'm Ollie. I play Javier. We are the Prince, and I'm happy to be here. We would both actually be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, for reasons that are evident, being that he is an Adonis.
Yeah.
I mean, that is not a bad answer.
It's not a bad answer. He is definitely an Adonis. Sup, everyone. I'm Val. This is my channel. And I guess if I could control the body of anyone or infest anyone, it's probably not ethic to invest. I would probably do. I would 1991. I would infest Courtney Love so that I can cancel the hit on Kurt Cobain. And just divorce him like a normal, healthy person. Like,
What a different timeline, though.
I know. like clearly we're in the worst timeline. I mean, we got Foo Fighters out of it, but at the same time, like anyway, that being said, let's jump into it. This is a viewer affected game. You can affect the game with your bits, subs, and donations. Every 100 biddies that you donate to this channel, you can give a reroll to anyone here. Whenever you subscribe to the channel, you can add an extra dice to anyone here. And if you subscribe to my channel, you can just make shit happen. Well, $5 donation to the channel gives an auto crit to anyone here, and a $10 donation to the channel gives me an idea. All ideas are at the discretion of me because I'm never going to cross any set lines and veils that we have established already between the group. So yeah, that's what we do here. And now, everyone, what happened last time? What did y'all do?
Well, I remember making people uncomfortable by acquiring my mom. Then we just kind of hung out outside in the woods like normal teenagers, playing, trying to figure out how to stop an alien invasion, testing out some cool powers. The works. Like a cool teen day is what I'd say happened last time.
Specifically, we all acquired morphs, and I believe we all transformed once.
At least
once.
Yeah. There was some dog morphing, some cat morphing, some eagle morphing.
Amazing bald eagle.
And some people morphing.
Yeah.
And
I can't believe out of all of the possible birds, you gave me the least subtle.
The least subtle that was there. Just there's nothing subtle about a bald eagle whatsoever. In fact, in the 90s, I think around this time, there might have only been about 20 or so breeding pairs in Louisiana. So super, super rare to see one. But there's a lot of things we can say about Louisiana that are not good. However, I will say their conservation efforts are on point. We have brought not one, two, but three species back from near extinction in their state. That's the American alligator, the American black bear, and the bald eagle. So,
impressive.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. Their conservation efforts in the 90s and early 2000s were mwah. So, and still pretty good. But with that, yeah, y'all required some animals, and I believe that y'all decided that you wanted to, since Tony was invited to a barbecue for the sharing, and Demetrius informed you, it's like, hey, the sharing is a front for the invasion. You might be able to get some information there. Y'all have decided to go to said barbecue on Sunday. It is still Saturday, and you still have some downtime things that you can do each. You still have one downtime action each. So, what would y'all like to do?
I need to de-stress, or I will soon perish. So I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the evening, because my virtue is ambition.
Mm-hmm.
Drawing up a flow chart of the plan for the upcoming day, and making sure. Yes. Look, he has goals, and that's who he is. So yeah, he's gonna.
All right, let's look at indulging in your virtue. Yeah, I think the way that you indulge in it Why can't I remember? You roll your lowest attribute, I believe. And you
Okay.
take the lowest one, or the highest, I think. The highest dice. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I got a 3.
Mm-hmm. So you subtract 3 stress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to do this more often.
You can add another you can do another downtime action, but it'll cost you a rep. It costs because there's no actual like coin mechanic in this skin. It would cost you a rep, so you would have to, the entire group would have to like agree to that. But that's up
Right.
to y'all, which means that you gain a tier slower. But that's up to y'all.
I'm gonna say I'm good. I'm not gonna take the rep cost because there
Mm-hmm.
are other of us that also have stress.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
What are you how does this look though? Like what does indulging in your ambition look like when you're making this flowchart? Where do you make this flowchart?
So I'm assuming this is near the end of the day. We all go back home and start getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to imagine that when he really wants to focus, he goes into his bed and puts on like he becomes cocooned in comforters
Oh,
and just kind of wiggles his arms out. And that's how he spends like 3 hours just crisscross, not even realizing he's just there. And then eventually gets up and stretches one time and falls asleep.
Oh, I imagine like at one time, um, your one of your moms, um, I'm looking at their names. Hold on a second. There it is. I found it. Um, your landscaper mom, Carol, will like knock in because she'll be like, "Hey, are you hungry, sweetie?" It's like as you're like cocooned, never mind, and like just closes the door and like looks over at um your mom, Janice, and it's like he's in the zone right now. I think he's doing one of those like game design things. I'm not sure. Like
That's perfect.
I saw
I
a
imagine
flow
this.
chart.
I imagine like because this is back in the '90s. I don't think he even turned the lights on. He has one of those like reading straps.
Yes.
What a
amazing.
dweeb! I love him.
And like your mom like looks over at your mom and she's like, he's gonna be something big one day. I know. Like so proud of you. Kind of moments there. All right, who's next? Who would like to do something for their downtime, their last downtime action?
I know what I'm gonna do, but if Riley's ready to go, I believe she was going to do something that might require a ride home.
Okay.
And since Tony, I believe, is the other one with a car. But don't let me put words in your mouth if you had
Yeah,
something else you're planning.
what's Riley
No,
doing?
I do need to ride home. Riley needs to get a crow morph.
Mhm.
And she and her mom are both bird girls.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking they have probably at least begun the process of befriending crows in the
Mhm.
neighborhood or in their yard.
Okay.
So I imagine I know somewhere where there are crows where I could possibly get close enough to one.
Gotcha. Yeah. Let's do this. I think for this, to get this one, I'm gonna have you roll a fortune sway just to see how difficult it's going to be for you to just attract a crow. Unless you can argue something other than sway to get crows to come to hang out with you so you can touch one.
I don't really have any. Attune won't work here. Study won't work here. I don't think finesse would. I would bring a gift of shiny stuff. I don't.
I think finesse could actually work to an extent because it could see like you're kind of thinking about your ability to maybe just like maybe you're feeding them and it's your just like your ability to just reach around as quickly as possible, reach around and be able to just touch this animal. So yeah, just go ahead and roll for me. It's just to see how difficult this goes for you.
Okay. I have 1 in finesse. So
Believe in you.
it's a 4.
The
It's
4
not
is
bad.
yeah, 4 is a partial success. So you you're write this scene for me. How are you trying to get your crow buddies to just come to you? And I'll tell you how
Yeah.
this plays out. Yeah.
So I have some food and some shiny things, like I've
Mhm.
done with my mom in the past, and I bring it and I kind of scatter out the food. And as they start to come closer, I'll take something small. I think what would be small and that shiny. Just a little reflective piece of
Mhm.
paper, something that I have, a little craft supply. Just kind of move it around, hold it in my hands. And if one of them comes up close enough to get it, kind of like try and flick my fingers out to touch it.
Yes. You do that and the crow bites your finger, but it's also the opportunity to like
Close enough.
it's like, why are you doing this? And but it's you're touching it technically. You just have it's not even a harm, but you just have like a little like crow bite on your finger, just like ow. But yeah,
The
in
crow goes
general,
dazed and I just pry its mouth off.
um like your mom is like watching you through the window, like washing dishes, and it's like just like her mother. Like as you're like feeding the crows, and you just kind of hear, try breadsticks next time, be careful of lice. um like, but yeah, you're able to get this crow morph, no issue. um
Awesome.
Sort of thing. um you're yeah, yeah, cool beans. All right, Tony, what's Tony doing then?
Okay. Tony, the other thing I was thinking of, we might have to discuss in a minute because Tony is also going to de-stress.
Mm-hmm.
Which at this time of the afternoon, evening, I think he's going to probably go bowling, as it's the most likely competitive thing he can find easily.
Okay. All right, you're gonna
Uh,
go bowling at the Four Seasons, which is a bowling alley that's actually a little bit out of town. It's close to the airport, actually, and the airport is brand new. It is on the international airport. It's pretty brand new and newly developed, because it is also technically an Air Force base, that has been converted to an airport. But yeah, there's a bowling alley there. It's a Saturday night, so there's like a lot of fellow teens
how do you
there
do,
as
fellow
well.
teens?
Yes, there's a lot of fellow teens there, including some of your football buddies, a couple of cheerleaders, including Lynette, and she's hanging out
Oh,
with Daniel.
yeah.
Yeah, they sort of like wave you over, and it's like, hey, Tony, how
Hey,
are
how's it
you?
going?
Oh, we're fine. Are you coming? Do you want to be on our team? We could use somebody else.
Yeah, sure. That sounds great. It's been a long day, you know?
No, not really.
Amazing.
Like, what did you do? Like, what? Why was it like? Have you been hanging out with Penelope?
Oh, dear. This is
She's
going
like
again.
determined to get y'all together for some reason.
Yeah.
Like,
Man. Yeah, she got a new dog. I was helping her kind of take care of it. It's kind of big, so she needed a hand.
A dog? What kind of dog?
Was it a Dane?
It's a German Shepherd.
German Shepherd, that's what it is. My brain went Rottweiler, and I'm like, that's not what it was. German Shepherd.
Oh, that's neat. Where did she get this dog at?
Damn it, Tony.
And I said Daniel, but it's actually Dennis that's there, and a couple other things. Yeah.
I don't know. I think, God damn it, he's gonna say an obvious lie because he doesn't know better. I think she had said her parents got it for her.
Oh, that's interesting because I know her dad's allergic to dogs. Like they must have been, I don't know, maybe German shepherds or what do they call that again? She looks over at Dennis, like hypoallergenic. Hypoallergenic. Did they shave it?
Uh, yeah, I think they did. I've only ever seen Dimitri's before, so I think so.
Yeah, poor Demetrius. And you heard, right?
No. He hadn't gone to practice. That's the last I heard.
Oh, I guess they won't announce it until Monday at the assembly. Should we tell him? Yeah, we could tell him. Oh, Demetrius died. There was like a car accident with him and his sister. His sister is like in the hospital right now, in a coma.
Okay, actually, good. That's good because Tony actually will look shocked now because that's info he wanted to know. Huzzah! Because Tony is a terrible actor.
Yep. At this point, it's like Dennis will pop up again. You coming tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I guess I accidentally had told Penelope about it, and I guess she invited some other people. Is that all right?
Yes, that is such a great idea. Oh my god. The more the merrier. Excellent. It's really cool. I've been to, what is it, like a dozen meetings already? Yeah, like it's super cool. Dennis showed it to me. Yeah.
Going to find a cruise ship because I have another controller.
Just marking off this one. Like.
But yeah, this is how he'll be relieving stress. It's just bowling. So he doesn't really care who loses or wins. He just
wants to do, go ahead and relieve your stress.
It was your highest attribute or your lowest?
Yeah, lowest attribute. Yeah.
Lowest attribute. Okay. That means it's just a single. Oh, 5. 5 is good.
5 is good. Do you overindulge?
No, I was. That doesn't clear it all, Ethan.
Okay. Oof. All right.
I had been pushing myself.
Yeah. So you sort of go through the motions, like you're playing. You play bowling with some of your friends from school. You win. You're not competing against another team. So, but you do end up getting the highest score, actually. Definitely doesn't seem that, like Dennis is bowling, but he seems to be bowling for because Lynette wants him to bowl.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's bowling, so he's a little half-hearted on this. And this isn't, actually weird for Dennis. Bowling was never, a big thing. But what has always kind of been a big thing for Dennis is doing stuff for girls. So, it's this is my girlfriend this week, so I'm gonna do what she wants me to do, and she wants me to go bowling. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then, guys, to jump back in time before we all left, we might need to spend that resolve to hide a car real quick.
That seems fair.
Not resolve, reputation. That's the word I
Yeah,
meant to say.
y'all want to spend a rep to do another downtime action?
Yeah, because I think we need to hide that car.
Do something with the car. Cool.
That may not be
it-
before we left. That might be in the middle of the night or something.
Yeah. Maybe
Sorry,
after
not
people
necessarily.
leave.
Just it needs to happen.
Kind of like towards the middle of the night, if y'all all check your AIM chat room. Your friend, you have two messages, one from Penelope and one from Heather. Heather's, it's like, hey y'all, I'm just gonna say it in her accent. Hey y'all, I can't make it to the barbecue tomorrow. My brother's truck, like its transmission broke, and we got to go bring it to Baton Rouge. Me and my dad. So I'll be gone tomorrow. Save me some ribs. I think I did a pretty good Heather impression. I must say, like
Spot on.
yeah. And then Penelope, it's like, I also I gotta go to Baton Rouge too. I'm heading to the emergency vet that's out there. Doggy Boy doesn't look too good, and she doesn't have like a name for him yet, so she's calling him Doggy Boy, as not to like use the name publicly. So I'm gonna have to drive out there and take him. I'm really sorry, y'all, but something's not right. I think his leg is messing it up. And again, that was also in an accent, even though this was text messages. So items. So y'all are down 2 for the barbecue tomorrow. But with that said, let's go ahead and try. And what skill who is taking part in this car removal? Is it Nick and Riley? Tony and Riley? I see the name Nick, so I keep saying Nick. Yeah. Sorry.
I was hoping that everyone would participate.
Okay.
Just because it's a big deal.
Yes, it is. What we can do this as is, we can have it's a downtime action, but we can have it as a group action as well. For the lot of you. So whoever is probably going to take the rep will be the leader. Whoever is doing the main action is going to be the leader. And the way that group actions work is everybody rolls the same attribute, and you take the highest. So, or skill. Sorry, everyone rolls the same skill, and you take the highest. But for every failure, the leader takes a stress.
Ooh.
So what do you think we'd be using to hide a car?
Yeah. What are you?
Guess what are we doing with it? Are we gonna drive it into the river? Or are we?
I was thinking we hide it somewhere where we can maybe later on use it again if we ever need to, literally.
Makes sense to Tony too, because if we might need a car that we can leave behind if we have to without. Sorry, Riley.
We need a burner.
I know it's yours, but we shouldn't just throw it out. We could use it sometime. And we don't really want to drive another car somewhere where they could see it again.
Out of characterly, y'all would know that about a 25-minute drive from y'all is a national forest that used to have has an abandoned military base with a lot of old buildings in there. Yeah, it's called Camp Claiborne. But yeah, it sort of exists out there. There's a lot of rumors that it's actually haunted and that cultists will hang out there and do animal sacrifices. But like it's a place that the troubled youth tend to be at sometimes, but there is in fact like there's rumors that someone saw a Bigfoot one time. Like it was me. I saw it.
Heck yeah.
Um, so yeah, there's that. That's an option. Um,
If we went with that, we could also try to turn that into our hideout.
mhm.
If we scare off the
Eventually.
local
Mhm.
youths.
The local youths.
Which would be fairly easy to do as we acquire more morphs.
Yeah, ain't no one gonna stick around if there's a gorilla.
That makes sense to me. I would say we might be able to swing study. I know both of you are very good at that, in that you're casing the place to try and find the perfect where the car will fit, where no one will notice it. Especially since we could study as an eagle to be like, where is the optimum? I don't believe your eagle gives you study, but you do have really good eyesight.
If she wants it to give her study, it can. It's always study at this once you decide what it
Yeah.
gives you. Yeah.
I chose finesse for the eagle because
Mhm.
the only time I'm ever going to use it is to dive bomb someone because it's too recognizable.
Oh, you got the
so-
crow too, actually. The crow
Yeah.
would be a good one
Yeah,
to fly
the cr-
around and find the best spot too,
The
Mhm.
crow, I was thinking probably survey.
Yeah.
which is the other good choice for this, I'd say.
All right. So do we all just roll our
Yeah.
survey together?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be taking the lead, Riley? Or Anna, whoever
Riley, yeah.
technically addressing?
Yeah, are we doing survey instead of study?
What's your point in survey? Do you have
Survey,
just one?
it's just the one from the crow. Study, I have two.
Mhm.
Then let's do study, I think, just
Okay.
to maximize our opportunity.
I think I'm best off stress-wise. So I can lead. Just please don't roll
I'm
poorly.
terrible
Yeah.
either way, sadly.
Yeah, you're probably leading from the air while Javier and Tony are on foot looking for a place to hide the car.
All right, let's do this.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I got a 5 and a 4.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped a 6. Thank you very much.
There you go. What did you get?
And I failed.
All right, you take a stress from Tony's
I'm
fail.
sorry.
Yeah. But
One of
y'all
my
did
dice
get a
succeeded,
6.
but
Yeah.
that doesn't help.
But y'all did get a 6, and that is a success. So y'all are sort of going through, and it's nighttime, so the crow doesn't have the best vision at night. And neither do y'all either. But luckily at night, things you don't have to worry about are hunters because you're not allowed to hunt at night. But also this particular area is because it's technically public land. It's a no hunting zone right now, even during hunting season, just because there is some people who are known to hang out in this area on a normal basis. You're able to avoid any cultists or crazy fireworks guy, as he's known as, and just there's just a little bit of traffic. No Bigfoot. You don't find Bigfoot. You don't find this local swamp ape. But you find what actually looks like sort of off of the main road, with a driveway going down it, what looks like the ruins, quote unquote, of an amphitheater. It's kind of like the stone seating, or like the stone seating that an amphitheater would have been made out of, and there is sort of like a building next to it that's also made of rock stone. It was built in the 40s. And it looks older than it is, but because it's been abandoned for the last 40 years, is the reason why. But yeah, you find this building that looks like it will fit your car just fine.
Well, I guess plus side, if someone steals it, then that solidifies their alibi.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we're just down a car, which we kind of already are.
My story is, should I say it was stolen or that I let some football players borrow it? It seemed like they needed it and then they never brought it back.
Let's go with stolen. That way we can pin whatever might have happened the other night on whoever stole it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, diffuse
good.
some of that. All right.
Cat, come here.
Okay.
Does anybody know how to make it look like it was hot wired?
Actually, I do.
Oh,
Oh,
I was joking, but okay.
If I can bring in my real life experience, my brother needed to do that to his car for a long while because it was busted.
Yes, you can.
Cool. Yeah, then I just get up underneath the wheel, pull some stuff out, open up the hood, and spark some stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not gonna tell people how to hotwire a car.
Yeah, we'll say
Good
that
call.
like you can easily feign the hot wiring of this car.
Cool.
It's a 1989 station wagon or something like that, so it's like not hard
No
to
precautions.
hotwire whatsoever. It's a Toyota as well. Like, you know what? It's not even a Toyota. It's a Honda. Like, so it's a Civic. It's incredibly easy to
There are
steal.
no safety precautions. There's
No.
nothing.
FYI, y'all, if y'all don't know, like the 80s and 90s Civics are like the most stolen vehicles ever because of how easy they are. Also because people just own them and don't get rid of them because they last forever. But yeah, it's you're able to successfully do that. I'll say, like, I'm not gonna make you roll for this. Normally it would be like a tinker roll, like if this is during a score. But no need for this time around. Y'all already had a success on the hiding part, so we're good on that regards. Where is
I
the...
guess now we walk back because not everyone has an animal form.
I think y'all drove there in Tony's
I would have brought the car.
Yeah.
So
We'll say that
we
these
could
are
at
in
least
like
get a.
the wee hours of the morning. Like it's 4 a.m. at this point, so y'all are able to like get a nap, and then y'all kind of all woke up and gathered to get rid of the car, and now you're able to sort of go home and get another nap before you'll have to go to a barbecue that afternoon.
But we're teenagers, so it's kind of whatever comparatively.
It's kind of whatever, right? Luckily, you all did the speed limits and you didn't get caught in the speed trap that's there on that area, and yeah, everything worked out perfectly fine. All right. We cut to the next day, and your typical routines are sort of done again. Riley, do you go to the zoo again in the morning before? Actually, Riley, you wake up to your mom shaking you
What?
awake, like Riley, get up!
What?
Your car is gone from the garage. What happened?
Yeah, it went missing a couple days ago.
What? When?
Help me as Anna. When were we at the bookstore?
It would
When
have
did
been
we?
Friday night. Yeah.
Friday night.
Yeah.
Friday night. I think it was some other students just playing a joke. I've been waiting for it to come back.
That... And it hasn't come back? Like it was stolen from the bookstore?
Yeah.
I am going to have to call the police and report this. Riley, why did you wait? Why didn't you say something yesterday?
I thought it was a joke at first, and I was afraid I would get in trouble.
Who would play a joke on you like that?
You know, I'm not the most popular kid at school.
Your mom sighs and kind of like sits next to you on your bed. I know everything's been hard with the move, but And I'm sorry that your dad loved this place, and I just want to. He put his money into this program, and but if you're not comfortable there, if you want to try somewhere else, Riley, we can try somewhere else.
I'm so close to graduating. I don't want to start over again.
Okay. I'm still calling the cops. And like she gets up and like goes to go on the cops on the phone and report your car missing. Mm-hmm.
Glad we took care of that last night.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently she had to go in the garage for something this morning. And at first she was just like super worried that you weren't home. And that's why she like bust into your room to check on you. But luckily you were home. And it's just a car that's missing, so it can be replaced. You can't. Everyone else, what does your morning look like other than maybe the typical that would have happened yesterday? Yeah. Anything special y'all want to do?
I think Javier is just gonna look in the mirror and be like, okay, and gonna try to do some push-ups.
Oh.
He's acknowledging his limp and leafy limbs, and is realizing, well, this probably isn't gonna do for a war. So,
Dang.
Carol kind of passes by. She's off on Sundays. She kind of passes by, stops, like just like leans into your room, like as you're exercising. Like...
Oh yeah, it is bad. Like full back arch, trying to do a push up, just sad.
Oh, son, do you need? Then
No,
you're not.
I don't. I'm good.
You're not okay. You're gonna pull something.
He's basically at this point just trying to do basically doing the worms. Like, nope, I got this.
That's just kind of goes back. He's exercising now. Is he okay? And Mom is like, I think he likes somebody. Like, he's been spending a lot of time out of the house. I think it's that Riley girl. Oh, really? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah, he spends a lot of time with her. Oh, so he's trying to. I understand. Like the suspicion of parents. Like, it's like, okay, should we help him? He's gonna hurt himself. You know what? He's just gonna have to learn on his own. And then we've always said, we only help him when he comes to ask for it. That's okay. Yeah, that's true.
Moms.
Yeah.
I pick her on the corner with like one of those really tiny pink little barbells. Can I borrow this?
Yeah. The little 5 pounders.
So
do you want us to show you how to do some rowing with that? Like,
I think I can figure it out. And then it just closes his door.
Like ibuprofen. Stay hydrated.
This poor weak child.
It's okay. Tony, what's up with you this morning?
It is Sunday now,
Mhm.
and Tony's family is Catholic and devout.
Okay.
So he's in for several hours of church
Excuse
and Sunday
me,
school.
An hour of church.
Yes, an hour of church, but then there's a reception after. Then there's Sunday school.
Yeah. Oh, so how old are you again?
He's 15, 16. Well, he's 16.
Okay, so you were at like your last year of Sunday school. This is the year you get confirmed. Yeah,
indeed, I went through all that shit. I remember.
This is the year that you get confirmed. And it's not like your Sunday school is handled by a youth ministry group called SWAT, which is an acronym for Servants with a Task. And they're sort of in charge of the retreats and the Sunday schools in the diocese to help prepare you for confirmation.
Exciting.
I'm not pulling from real life whatsoever.
No, no.
I was nope. Mm-mm. So that's about 2
The retreat
hours.
for
Yeah.
before confirmation was a thing.
I ran those retreats.
Oh,
Yes. Anyway, I was deep into Catholicism in my youth as well, so there was a thing that had my trauma. Anyway, so yeah, it's about masses about an hour. Your Sunday school is another hour after that. So you're probably promptly out. Is your family an 8 a.m. mass or are they a 10 a.m. mass?
let the football. I'm gonna guess 10 a.m.
A 10 a.m. mass. So you're
because
free
Saturdays
around,
would be games and stuff.
yeah. So you're
So
free around noon, and the barbecue is in about 2 hours at what's the one of the not the main city park like where the zoo and stuff is, but more of one of the local affluent neighborhood parks, called Compton Park. Yeah. Cool
great.
beans. So yeah, I'm guessing. Do you go pick up all of your two friends that don't have cars?
They do not have cards now.
But
Once I get back, I will check our little aim chat thing to see if they've pinged it.
yeah, have y'all pinged AIM this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'll do you guys need rides here to the park? I kind of implied Penelope had invited you all because someone
I
asked.
yeah, that I would really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to meet? I know you don't like people getting too close.
It's maybe at the corner of the street and street because I don't know Louisiana. I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there in a little
Yeah,
while.
Okay.
the two main streets. Yeah, the two main streets. The corner of street and street. I like it.
Heck yeah.
So how far from my house is the park?
How far away from the zoo do you live?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Aside.
Would you be living in the like the more affluent neighborhood, the more blue collar area neighborhood? Are you living by kind of like on the other side of town where it's not technically your same town, it's a different town on the other side of the river by the university there? Or would you be close to downtown? I'd assume that Javier is actually kind of closest to downtown. But yeah, where would you feel yourself? Nothing walking wise. This is not a very big city, so you could easily get from just about any point within a half an hour of walking. So, with the exception of like the airport.
Yeah. Not affluent, but probably like at the edges of
Yeah.
the affluent neighborhood.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's probably, if you wanted to walk there, would be like a 20-minute walk. There are sidewalks, so you don't have to worry about getting hit by a car. It's actually fairly close to your high school. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of, should I have, I guess we would have discussed this, whether or not I was being picked up, because I'm not technically attending the barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we should definitely still get together first and make sure
Yeah,
we know
that's what I
the
was-
plan.
Yeah. Okay. So long as we're not going straight to the barbecue, yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I'm the one picking us up, so we can go wherever the heck we want to go.
That's true.
Once we get together, I know that we didn't really figure out if other animals could really detect the Yeerks.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hoping a crow has some sensory skills at the very least. Riley, while you were there, keep an eye on Dennis and see if you can, I don't know, sniff out if there's anything different about him versus us. Anything that might point out another Yeerk, and then mind speak us their names or whatever they look like, and I'll write it down. We can try and figure out
Oh,
where
are
they
you keeping
go.
a log? Well, what's her name? I think Lynette was saying she goes to these two. So if we think Dennis, it's possible she has been changed as well.
Okay.
It looks like they were dating right now too. So
Did were they acting in like normal, or did it seem like one of them wasn't more in charge?
honestly, I mean, that is normal, but
They're
I
both
think
acting
Lynette
pretty
was
normal
acting
for
normal.
themselves. Yeah.
But
We
I
were
mean,
told that didn't matter.
it's something Penelope can check later, and apparently they don't act weird for very long, if at all. So
We know Miss Summers, the band teacher, Demetrius said that she's one as well.
mhm. And like I said, it's not for sure. Just if these things are that easy to take control, it feels like someone dating a controlled person would be really easy to then do that to. Especially the cheerleader and football players tend to have a lot of alone time. It's not really considered suspicious.
Right. Well, I'll put a question mark next to her name, but we should go in assuming. Oh boy. Yeah.
I don't
You guys
have the
ready to
voice
go?
of dog with me right now because dog is not the voice of God.
Yeah.
The voice of dog can't help you right now because he's currently at the emergency vet.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm out of character. I'm much more confident about this than Tony is, but Tony is still new at this stuff.
Yeah,
So
no, that's fair. Yeah,
and he
all right.
doesn't like being like, no, this person is bad.
So what is our plan?
Yeah, so what's your plan? How are y'all going in like this?
I'd like to. We should, Javier, you and I should make sure neither of us, we should keep keeping each other's sights. You know, make sure no one tries to usher us away. Other than that, I think we should just kind of see if we can try and figure out how many people might changed and what. If it looks bad enough, we can just bolt.
Remember, we can't stay long. I'll be watching from above, but I have a very short time limit on that.
Yeah.
2 hours, right?
Mhm.
So after an hour and a half maximum, that's our hard time limit. We get out of there.
Yeah, that's hard max. We should try for shorter just in case.
Yeah,
Do we want to try to get Dennis to follow us somewhere later? This seems like a good time to seed that opportunity.
We can try, but I don't think we should force the issue yet.
Okay. Let's go.
Because if we're going to actually do it, abducting people, I don't think we'll get a second chance.
We need a full plan for that.
Okay.
All right. So I will drive us to the barbecue.
Riley,
I need to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Riley, do you basically pull a blanket over your body and like change in the car?
I guess I could do that. They could roll a window down for me.
I mean, that's kind of what I had thought we'd do.
That way you're like the closest, you can be as physically close as possible, but also sort of have a place to escape to if you need by having a window down in the car.
Yeah. Make sure you leave the window down for me just in case.
Of course.
Yeah, and I wore like bike shorts and a swim top, so I'm good to go.
So you're sort of like in the back seat and you're like covered up. And you're going to morph into
The
freaking
eagle.
crow. An eagle.
No, crow. And I want to, controlling my morph, I want to shrink first.
Yes,
So
gotcha.
I'm least noticeable.
There you go. You're able to do that with your playbook. Kind of control the shrinkage. Y'all can't see what's going on down there, but she is she's going down. You just kind of see the blanket just like like yeah, and your body you're it's very similar to how the eagle went, right? Like everything just becomes a little bit lighter, your bones hollow out, your body hair becomes quills that grow feathers. Like your lips become super hard as your teeth just sort of flatten into your beak as it comes out. Your eyesight is not as intense as an eagle is, but it's pretty good. Like you have some pretty good insight. I'm not gonna have you roll a tune because technically this is like your second time if you turn into a crow, and I wasn't gonna and you already were sort of like a bird. If something happens on the and this is more of gather information. If something that was really going to trigger your crow senses would occur, then I would have you roll a tune. But I think you're good. I think you're good this time around.
Makes sense.
yeah.
Once I'm changed, I will thought speak to, I guess, Javier because he's not driving.
Yeah.
Pull the blanket off, please.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. I open letter free and open out my arm for her to, do that thing birds do.
I guess I'll wait. If there's some place where there aren't other cars around or something, I don't want to just fly out of the window because that's weird.
You can like park like in the back of the parking lot, and I think it'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking anyway. We don't want anyone to block us in too badly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fine. Even
just in
no
case this does go bad.
You take a moment to like kind of wait to make sure that nobody is around. There's plenty of cars kind of like blocking the view, and nobody seems to be in them. They seem to kind of be up on the hill where a lot of this park is, and you see like the crowd, and they're you can smell the meat cooking because it's definitely a meat barbecue in this area. You can see some people are like playing volleyball on the play sets and things like that. So yeah, you're able to just caw out the window and and exist out there. I'm assuming Riley, you go ahead of the boys.
Yeah, I will say directly to Javier as I go, be careful, no fights.
Yeah.
And I will fly off.
Okay. We're going to have some gather information rolls done. I'm going to let all three of you essentially do a gather information roll. And we'll flavor it on however that's being role played out as. Biddies! Yes, we can. Thank you for those biddies.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, YRL. We appreciate you so much.
We would definitely want those rerolls.
Oh yeah, rerolls are always good. All right, cool. Let's who wants to go first? So gather information. Let's look at our
Yeah, I see a little reference here.
Our sheet, my cheat sheet as I have here. Gather information. It's an action or fortune roll made using an action rating, so you could use a skill. If you yep. And I'm going to right now give you pretty much standard. It's going to be standard as far as it goes for now. It could go to limited or great for the others, depending on how much information that you give. So yeah, what would you like? What are you looking for?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I am the only one. So Tony is going to go and find Dennis and the other people he kind of knows
Mm-hmm.
and just talk like, oh, what is this? Try to find out like what this group is, who
Yeah.
might have started it here.
Yeah. So
And if they can point who they can.
Yeah, so they Dennis and Lynette see you. Lynette is very disappointed that the only person that you have with you is Javier, because she expected her BFF Penelope to also be here. So yeah, so you're trying to it sounds like you're trying to use consort to talk them into
That is
telling you
exactly
some
what I was
information.
trying to do. I was
Nice.
going to say using a consort check, but I was setting the groundwork of what I was hoping to do.
Yeah.
I get one whole die, so let's find out. I don't think I'm going to re-roll it for right now, but that is a 1.
So frame this for me. How does this look?
God damn it. How am I going to? With a failure like this, I kind of just approach and be like, so who's in charge here? Just straight up, no tact.
So who's in charge?
Well, friendly, not quite as angry, but like, well, who's in charge here? Who's running this?
They just kind of like stare at you.
Yep.
Like super confused. One of the kids that's not Lynette or Dennis. In fact, you don't know who this person is. They're probably around your age. But they don't go to your school. He looks at you and he's like, what do you mean who's in charge here, man?
Can I try to interrupt and help?
You can, and so that Tony gets an extra dice. You can help. You can take the stress to help. Yeah.
I just got rid of such few stress.
So now you can get more.
You can also jump into the conversation and make your own roll too if you want.
That is true. You can make your own roll. You will have like a limited effect at this point, but you can make your own roll if you'd like. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump in and try to do a sway, and say that I was a little. Yeah, I actually I was hoping to meet the people in charge. I'm new to this sort of organization, and he's the only person I knew, and I hoped he could help me figure it out.
Turns out he's an idiot.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your sway, please.
Cool. That's a 4. Okay. Is that one a success or fail?
It's a partial success. Okay. You have some incomplete information, no follow-up questions. So at this point, like, Dennis will pop up and it'd be like, there's no like president or anything, but there's like a hierarchy where people have like, you can become a full member after so long. And Lynette pops up. I get to become a full member today. I'm so excited. Yeah, she gets to become a full member today.
Oh, that's so cool. How do you become a full member?
Shrugs. It's like you just keep coming here and like hanging out and one full member will nominate you and we vote on it and we let it, we get more, you get more into like the leadership role. So instead of just attending these things, you end up like becoming like, you get to like lead events.
Okay. That's so interesting. Are there any scholarship opportunities through this organization?
Probably. I don't know.
That's kind of one of the main reasons I was interested. I'm almost, out of here.
Hey, like maybe if you become a full member, you can pitch that to everyone else and we can figure it out.
Sounds enthralling.
I like it. And he smiles and it seems incredibly genuine.
Okay.
Thanks. I'm
I-
sorry I was a little awkward. I
That's
guess I
all right.
wasn't thinking.
It's it's all right, Tony. You're not the brightest apple in the batch all the time.
That's it.
This is why
Ouch.
you hit things for us in the team.
I mean, you know, it.
Yeah. And he sort of chuckles. But yeah, the entire everything seems as you spend a little bit more time here. And we're just gonna quickly mark a tick on the morph clock for Riley here. As y'all spend a little bit more time here, it seems pretty normal. Like everyone is just very friendly, not even like overtly friendly. Like everyone is acting incredibly normal. You get offered some food. You get invited to play some volleyball, like kind of thing. But at some point, and Riley, you're sort of watching this all from the tree, and nobody seems to be like branching off or anything like that. But at some point, you see some members of the group sort of look at their watch and sort of nod and signal to each other and begin to sort of group off to like another area of the park. And very particularly Tony and Javier, y'all are hanging out with the football players and stuff. Dennis will be like, "It's time for the full member meeting. Enjoy your food." And he looks over at Lynette. It's like, "Lynette, you wanna? This is it. This is time for your initiation." And she's like, "Yay! I'm so excited." And they sort of go off with these other members of this group. And Riley, this would be your opportunity if you want to be able to follow and gather information on that.
Yeah, especially if I can kind of guess where they're going to get to a tree before they get there.
Yeah, you can definitely see them all moving towards the far end of the park. That is closer to kind of like a little wooded area where there's like a bayou, even like a little water bite, like a little creek. For them to kind of all talk, and you see that there are two larger guys there that seem to be they seem to be guarding it, like just two larger fellows that seem to be kind of like checking everyone and nodding and letting them pass through to go to this gathering. And you'll even see Dennis and Lynette sort of walk up, and Lynette is super excited, and they nod, and you see two other people join them, and very, very playfully are like, "Okay, now we have to blindfold you." And she gets blindfolded, and not Dennis, but the other two that joined, not the guards, but two other people, sort of take her away into a vehicle to drive off. So if you can follow the vehicle, or you can listen in on what the meeting's about.
I have a feeling I know where the vehicle's going. Can I see the direction it's heading in? Is it in general towards the zoo and the baseball stadium?
No, it's heading towards the Coliseum and the National Guard.
Oh shit. But does it? I know I can catch up to them if I only stay for a minute. Does it seem like they're talking about anything interesting here?
That's a roll.
We need information. I'm going to follow the car.
Oh, are you letting them know that you're following the car?
Yes.
Okay.
I will shout just to Javier because I still don't understand if we shout outwards how many people can hear it.
Yeah.
So just to Javier. They're still having a meeting, but a car just left. and it's going in a weird direction. I'm going to follow it.
You can't respond. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You can't respond.
I desperately want to respond.
You don't even have an animal. You can't respond, period. Till you get an animal morph.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the right choice, but I'm following the
It's
car.
your
Follow
choice,
it.
so it now is.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to. This isn't a gather information. You know, it's still rolled as a gather information. So, what attribute are you using? What skill are you using to follow this car?
So I want to get back to the park as soon as possible. So I think I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure out where they're going based on the direction they're going, the roads they're taking, what I see up ahead of them,
Mm-hmm.
that sort of thing. Maybe study.
Okay, you can do a study roll. We'll have a standard effect at this point.
It's a 3 and a 6.
All right, 6 is a success. So you're able to get there. You're able to suss out the direction that they're going is towards sort of like this coliseum / arena that a lot of events happen at, mostly monster truck rallies. But next to it there is a National Guard station, sort of like sharing a parking lot with it. And this car, you're able to sort of almost beat them there because you go as the crow flies. However, you do have 2 out of 6 on your morph clock now done by the time you get there. And you're able to, you see as this car sort of pulls up, and Lynette is in this blindfold. And that's all she is. She's just blindfolded. And is taken into one of the buildings that's attached to the National Guard.
Can I see in a window from anywhere around it? Are there trees or anything around the building?
Yeah, absolutely. You can perch yourself even on the windowsill if you'd like. And you see, it takes a minute because you don't see anything at first. But as you kind of like circle around and look, you finally find these group of people, and very similarly, there's a large guy just sort of standing there guarding an unsuspicious looking door, in uniform. And they open this door, and it's a janitor's closet, and they sort of pile into this closet, and the door closes, and that's all you can see.
I've read enough fantasy books. Secret door. I got it. Play enough AD&D second edition in 98.
Yeah.
I get where this is going. Okay. So yeah, I guess there's nothing else for me to see. So I guess I'm gonna hightail it back to the park.
Yep. By the time you get to the park, your clock will be down to 3. This whole ordeal takes about an hour. Kind of going back, observing that kind of stuff. While she's doing that, boys, what are you doing?
Question. Could I do a because I didn't want to interrupt the flow,
Mm-hmm.
a retroactive study roll to try and jot down at least the appearances of whoever I saw leaving for the members meeting?
Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, you know Dennis and Lynette for sure left.
Ooh, 2.
Yeah, you can't. No one is standing out to you. Like no one is like, it's just people. As far as like, because you know for sure Dennis and Lynette went. The other people that y'all have been hanging out that are from other schools, like, they didn't leave. So they're still kind of hanging out and um playing volleyball, or some of them have moved over because there is also some chess tables that are set up, so they might go and play some chess. Um, but no one in particular noticeable that you saw leave to go to the group meeting.
Right. Don't got any names. Just,
Mhm.
well, white guy from Louisiana. Looks like guy. Cool.
Brown guy from Louisiana, white guy from Louisiana. That's the majority of the population. Vietnamese guy from Louisiana. We have a pretty decent Vietnamese community. Um, but yeah, like,
Nothing useful.
yo, Viet
Cool.
Cajun is a thing. Like, it's mostly in Houston, but Viet Cajun is a thing. It's, yeah, I recommend it as far as the cuisine goes. But yeah.
Darn. Well, I'm sure Riley was able to get something useful. Sorry, the last thing I'm going to say is I'm going to just go back to the truck and wait for Riley to show up just to be sure.
Okay. What's you excuse yourself to go do something. What are you doing, Tony?
Are any of the football players still there, or did they all, besides Dennis, from who I
Ooh,
know?
are any other football players? Yeah, there's a couple of members of the team there. Some of them
Great.
went with Dennis, some of them didn't.
I'm gonna talk to the ones who didn't go with Dennis. Probably while we're either eating, although I'm kind of pretending to eat
Yeah, you're.
because we still don't know what exactly is going on.
Yeah, and
So
let's be real about something. Your team looks dejected
yeah, because
right
Dimitri
now.
is
They're all kind of finding out the news that their star quarterback is dead, and that his sister Danielle, who has graduated high school, so she's like 19 years old.
That is exactly what I want to find out about. If
Yeah.
anyone knows what hospital and if she's actually in one.
Yeah.
So I'm
for
going
sure.
to steer the conversation that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to roll first to see if how well I do at actually being good at it.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want. Okay, a 4. I'll take a 4.
Partial
Much better than a 1.
Yeah, so much better than a 1. Partial success of the 4. They're like, one of them, we'll call his name Sam. Sam is the center. So probably worked. Sam Dakota is his name. He was the center on the he's your center, so was fairly close to Dimitri. And he's definitely looking the most dejected. He's like, so go ahead and talk. Like, go ahead and talk. Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, I was writing down football information.
That's cool.
Okay. Just like to have the note so I can be like,
Yeah,
this
for sure.
person. Hey Sam, how are you doing? Are you okay?
Nah, dude, I'm not alright.
It sucks, man. Do you know what happened to the rest of his family? I haven't really. I just heard he died earlier.
I saw his parents this morning. Actually, they were visiting Danielle in the hospital. I went.
What?
I went to see her. She's in a coma. They wouldn't even
that's
let me in the
awful.
room. Yeah.
But like, he's just gonna give him kind of a damn it, we're football players, so a hug is not quite.
No, he like
he's
takes
gonna give him,
in, like buries himself into you, and
because that's Tony's first instinct is gonna give a hug and be like, it's okay.
Uncontrollably. Like, it's like the first time anyone has like showed him like any like physical affection for his best friend dying. So he's sobbing against you. Like, he is upset.
Yeah.
But welcomes the hug.
Yeah.
Just
it's
no
okay,
matter who's
man.
looking. Yeah.
Tony can't. Tony's like stopping himself because he can't actually say.
He takes a moment and like pulls back, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I don't know if you heard me."
It's okay, man. It never happened. It's fine.
Yeah.
If you need to talk, though, let me know, okay? We can
You wanna
go hang somewhere.
actually kind of looks to the side. You wanna go? You wanna go by the bayou and just smoke a blunt?
Yeah, give me like 5 seconds. I
Okay.
gotta hit the can first.
Okay, sure. I'll meet you back there.
Okay. He's gonna go find Javier.
Javier's in your truck. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I assume I saw him looking because we've been trying to make sure
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know where he is.
Yeah, I definitely told you I didn't just like disappear.
Yeah.
It's just after 1 hour, since we're getting real close to that hard deadline, I just wanted to keep an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as she gets there, we're gonna be at the bayou. Sneak over in case this is something wrong. Dimitri's sister's in a hospital somewhere. I'm trying to talk to his best friend and see if I can convince him to tell me where that hospital exactly or the room.
Okay. It seems like most of the people that we have to worry about are the
I hope-
special members.
That's
But
what
just-
I'm hoping.
But just in case, though, sorry, take my backpack. The weapons in there, don't use it if you don't have to. But if you do, and I had to give you my backpack.
Okay, he'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't lose it. I only have 2 more.
Only 2 more backpacks.
Yes.
I'll try.
And it's around this time that like Tony is leaving the truck to go in that direction with Sam to go smoke some swamp grass. That Riley, you sort of return and you see like Tony walking, Tony and Javier's in the truck. This is where your third tick like appears, by the way, chronologically.
Okay. So I need to figure out what the plan is. So I'll just say to Javier, incoming, and hope there's a window open.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I will look around and make sure no one's watching. I don't want
Mhm.
anyone to see a bird going
Yeah,
into a
it's fine.
car.
You're fine. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I like open up the door and stretch and just pretend that there's nothing happening.
Mm-hmm. Little bird.
So I will.
Comes in the truck and.
I guess I need to demorph. Yeah, I'll like
It's
hop
up
in
to
and
you,
hop in the
yeah.
back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like blanket.
Cover Riley with the blanket as you.
Yeah.
James back. Like
Full Houdini, just.
and you're just like nothing to see here.
No
As
weird body shit going on here.
well, you say there's nothing to see here, but as y'all come back, and just as you're like sort of almost finished with your morph, Riley, Javier, you see a car drive up back into the parking lot, and you see 2 people and Lynette come out.
That was fast.
Yeah, it's about 40. Yeah, about 30 minutes. You notice that Lynette is, I wouldn't say like worse for wear, but she's got when she gets out, like she's kind of straightening, like flattening her shirt and like looking in the mirror, and it's not weird for a girl to flatten her little pleated skater skirt and look in the rear view mirror to like fix her hair, but she's like really making a point of it to do that, and just like breathes in, looks at the other 2, nods, and they go back and they join the barbecue.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I tell Riley, stay down and just hide until until everybody gets back into the party, so we can, whatever. And then I want to take down the license plate number of the car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're able to take it down, no problem.
Okay. And do those men look familiar to me at all?
Huh?
Have I
The
seen them
two
before?
people? No, no. They just look like. Oh, you've never seen them before. But you can take note of them right now. There are two men. One, they're probably in their early 20s. One of them is very, very thin and and shows signs of like he might be recovering from drug use, kind of thing. The other seems incredibly healthy. In fact, is and he's just a. In fact, he's a big guy. He's probably about 6'6"
Oh
and about
wow.
350 pounds and a big old beard. He's a big guy. Yeah. White, brown hair. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, Riley, can you keep an eye out? I want to rummage through their car.
Is that a good idea?
No.
At least he's honest.
But if we can get us a little bit more information, I think it might be worth it. I look through the back of Tony's car. Does he have a single thing I can hide my face with?
There'd be like a towel or a blanket or something to like throw on in
I
there
make
if you're
it-
hauling
Initiate
shit.
a flashback if you'd like.
Actually, yeah, there'd be actually she'd probably was using the blanket that would have been in the car earlier to hide the transformation.
Okay.
Here's a question I have: would Javier have a ski mask in his backpack?
Probably. I think I grabbed like a whole bunch of unnecessary sneakery, but I gave my backpack to Tony.
But there's a mechanic in this game called flashback, where depending on the flashback, you can take stress to have something happen in the past, like pull out your ski mask from from your backpack before it was taken.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll spend no stress for that.
Yeah, you know what? It's such an easy It's such an easy thing that I like. You're fine. You remember to pull your ski mask out of here. Like, we'll cut back to a scene as like Tony is leaving, and you're like, whoa, wait, just in case, and you pull out one of like the pack of ski masks that you bought from Walmart.
Right. I also take off my my overshirt because again, Javier dresses like some real big loser from the 90s, so always
So
two layers.
So he has a t-shirt over a long sleeve t-shirt.
Exactly. I take off the
Wait, you don't have the mid-length baseball tee on too, for shame.
I'm not full Arthur yet. But yeah, I think I take that off so I look a little different.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna rummage through that car.
Okay.
I will pull my shirt on and climb up into the
bed
front seat and keep an eye out.
The front seat. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So there, like, we'll say like I'm gonna use eyeliner. I'm gonna use eyeliner to represent vehicles. Okay. Like, there is like a row of cars. Like, these are the three of you, and this pink one is you. Hold on. And imagine like this pink one is you, and imagine three more behind you, and the yellow would be, so it's like a diagonal thing, right? Good visuals. These are great eyeliners, by the way. These are great. I love them.
You have an impressive assortment.
Yes, thank you. I have the full car.
Come on, Stinky.
Yeah, so you want to go rummaging through this car.
Extremely.
It's a pretty nice vehicle, so there's likely an alarm on it. It's a truck, actually. It's a Z71.
Okay.
Chevy, and late 90s Z71 Chevy, and it's got a pretty decent truck bed with a toolbox in it. And you can assume that a vehicle this nice for the time probably has an alarm on it. What would you like to do?
Right. At first, I want to uh, see if I can find because back then all the alarms were always had that blinking little red light.
Yes, you see it.
Can
Beep,
I?
beep, beep. Yeah, on the other side
Great.
of the windshield. Yeah.
Um, and you said it's just very neat. There's nothing, no identifiers, just hanging about.
Yeah.
Nothing hanging from the rear view mirrors.
There is a toolbox in the bed of the truck. So
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out then.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm just gonna open up the toolbox and see what I can find.
Okay, the toolbox is locked.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to quick tell Riley.
Mhm.
Okay, this is gonna be very bad, but I can't get any information like this. Go join go join Tony. He's in the swamp. I will meet you there.
Javier, don't do anything stupid. We don't need more attention on us.
Okay. I won't get noticed. Yeah, he says good luck and just takes the toolbox and throws it through the window of the other car.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, time out real second. When I mean like toolbox, I don't mean like a stationary toolbox. You know
Oh, you mean
how,
one of the?
like a truck toolbox.
Okay.
Yeah, like a truck
Um,
toolbox. Yeah.
Well then, damn, he's very weak. But I want to try and bust that window open and get into the registration.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna try and bust open the window and start running, essentially.
Yeah, I want to take the registration and just book.
Okay. This is going to be, you'll have a limited effect here. It's still technically gather information. This is the last roll that I'll have you do.
Okay.
But go ahead and roll. This sounds like a wreck to me.
Oh boy. 3.
What are you trying to bust the window with?
I think I grabbed my other shirt, hoping to just wrap it around my arm, so that after I run away, I can just put it on, throw off the ski mask, and try to join the people or join Tony and them.
So essentially what happens, you wrap your shirt around your arm and you go and punch the window.
Oh god, I'm gonna hurt myself so bad.
And it doesn't break at all. Your fist just like bounces off and the car alarm goes off.
Well, tits. I run.
There's these limp and leafy limbs.
Yeah. Riley, are you still in Tony's car? Or did you?
When he told me that, I would have went crow again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I was probably sitting somewhere nearby. I would tell him that was stupid.
Okay, cool. That was really dumb. All right, so we're gonna just restart your clock here. Your morph clock.
Amazing.
But,
I know she can't hear me, but I definitely go. I was expecting a different outcome as I'm booking it down.
As you're like sort of running, as you run back towards the park, everyone here is like, at some point, like, we'll just kind of fast forward just a little bit to where Sam and Tony were going by the bayou, and you come across like where this meeting is, and you have the two guys there are just like full members only. And Sam's like, all right. He's like, I guess we'll have to find another. And he looks around and he sees like the I guess like the child playpen. Like
heck yeah.
Where the slide and the monkey bars are at, where y'all sort of slink off and light that swamp grass to smoke some weeds to help de-stress. Super illegal, by the way. But it's okay.
At this point in time, yeah, fully.
But it's fine. You're affluent white kids. So like kind of thing. And y'all hear the car alarm just like going off. And Riley, if you're kind of flying towards the camp, you see Tony and Sam smoking.
Yeah.
You can directly talk to Tony, but you also see the group that's off to the side. Anybody want to do anything? Javier, you just run past the crowd that's running towards the truck. They don't look at you at all. What do y'all do?
Tony is going to kind of like
Anna froze. Yeah.
Look.
Oh, no, she's back.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead, Tony.
Tony's going to look and try and see and make sure that that's not one of his new friends getting like about to be found and killed or anything.
Mm-hmm. You sort of look and you just see Javier like running, like kind of looking for you, like to see where you're at. Yeah. He's back in probably by the volleyball net.
So why did you come to this thing today? Sam? Nah.
I don't know. I just needed like an excuse, man, to just here you go. To just pass this to you. To just leave.
Oh, God. You should like this is really lame. We should like go hang out somewhere else on Sundays. These guys are weird as shit.
I think they're okay. I mean, the food was awesome. And I mean, Dennis is here, and you know some of the other guys are here, and you know they don't. Yeah, I think they're all right. You really think they're shit?
I just get a weird vibe, you know, man. Like, God damn it, how close is he willing to?
It's got a weird vibe, man.
Yeah,
like
they're
stoners.
Yeah. But the minute he's not done it, but like the minute it's just like, yeah. Oh.
You gotta inhale, Tony.
I feel, didn't Dimitri ever tell you, like, I remember once he said something about like the sharing or something being kind of like they did something to him, I think.
What? Nah, like
Tony gets to try and lie now.
Yeah. He goes, nah, Dimitri never talked about this place like ever.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, this place started up, you know, at the beginning of the summer anyway, and Dimitri was off, you know, hanging out in the Redwood Forest and in Portland and Seattle and all that. So, you know, went on that. You know what he actually did? He's such a nerd. He and his sister essentially went on an active volcano walking tour and went and like spent time at all of the volcanoes that are up there.
Oh, whoa, that's crazy.
I hope he got to see lava.
Totally, man.
I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make that hike. It's the Pacific Crest Trail hike. Yeah,
you should.
I'm gonna make that hike. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go see some volcanoes. You wanna come see some volcanoes with me, Tony? Like
totally, man.
Let's go Thanksgiving. Let's do it. Thanksgiving. It'll be nice and cold and rainy because it's the Pacific Northwest. Like we'll go. Let's go hiking.
Yeah, I mean the rain. Wouldn't the cold make sense with the lava? Like,
I mean, it hasn't
like
erupted.
Even out.
It's been what, like 12 years since St. Helens erupted, so I don't think there's lava anymore. But there's like a lookout point that you can go look.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, let's go. Let's go hiking.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. We'll get into Canada and we'll be able to like drink legally, and we'll have better stuff
Oh,
than this
yeah.
swamp grass. As he like lifts up his his joint, because even stoners in the 90s knew where the good shit came from. Like,
Mhm.
it wasn't the swamps of Louisiana, that's for sure. Like, oh. Yeah, so they're
It
just having
was
this
the
conversation.
Pacific
At some point, Javier,
Northwest.
you actually like see Tony.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, first you just smell a skunk, and then you see Tony and Sam hanging out by the playset equipment.
I must have heard you wrong because I heard you say I see them making out.
Hanging out.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Riley, what are you?
I don't think we've gotten that far yet.
Not that far yet. Riley, what are you doing? You're a burb again. What's going on? What's your plan? You got anything? Or are you frozen again?
Okay, I think she was frozen again.
She was frozen again.
I'm sorry. I have no idea what's going on with my
It's
internet.
okay. It's okay. I was asking, like, what are you doing right now? Javier is joining Tony and Sam as they're kind of as they smell like skunks, and
Yeah. If the other group is still meeting, I guess I'll try and see if I can get any more information.
yep, I'll let you easily, caw your way into the little tree line that's by the bayou, and I'll let you do one more gather information roll with that.
What do you want me to roll?
What do you want to roll?
I feel like an argument for study is pretty thin for this one.
Mhm.
I guess would be a survey.
Yeah, let's do a survey. A survey would probably get you a great effect, actually, because you're kind of listening in, right?
I got a 5.
Right, that's a partial
Nice.
success. So you kind of come in, you peck around, look at the water, you drink water, go back in the trees, sort of settle as no one seems to be paying you mind. You are a crow after all. And the key information that you hear is that yes, they are talking about Danielle. And they say he's not going to be happy about it. But and very specifically, this is Dennis talking. He's like, he's not going to be happy about it, but I gotta get a name. But Eder 8832 took it upon themselves to infest the girl in the hospital. And one of the other persons like looks over and it's like, what? But Eder has a host. Like, why would Eder go after this one? It's like, come on, if you had another person's like, if you had the chance to be able to, a human with morphing capabilities, to infest them, wouldn't you? Yeah, I guess I would. It's just that, Visser 3 didn't want anyone doing it until he could examine the girl himself. Well, he's still on the way. He'll be landing tonight. Yeah. Anyway, the construction of the new pole entrance is working. Still can't take mass amounts of people in, but we've gotten... Did someone shut up that car alarm? It keeps going off. And around this time, they decide to break off their meeting and go back as the car alarm is still going off. So the thing is that there's now a lot of people in the parking lot because of that attention. So you'll have to stick around in Morph for a bit. We'll say that you're at 1 tick now and you're on a 6 clock. And you still have the 6 clock. You haven't gone up to an 8 clock yet, right?
Right.
abilities?
I chose
Gotcha.
the other ability.
Um, yeah, you're on. We'll have a tick on your 8 o'clock now. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the parking lot, so the two boys, y'all could probably leave just fine. But Riley, you are kind of in a bit of a pickle as all of your clothes and is in that car, and it's definitely not safe to go back into the car where it's at to demorph.
Yeah. I can just tell him, you two go ahead and leave. I'll follow.
Okay.
Yeah, I've fucked up enough. I'm just gonna leave.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I gotta go right now. It looks like Javier. I was stuck giving him a ride.
Yeah, it's all right. Don't go ahead, man. Thanks for hanging out. And then he's like,
Yeah.
"Don't get caught." And he's referring to the point that you're a little high right now, and you're about to drive.
Nah.
10-2, right? 10-2.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Just both hands on the wheel.
He actually,
He is
when I get
definitely
down,
advocating for driving while high. I do not advocate for driving while high,
and
but this is
Tony,
a stupid 18-year-old.
when we get down,
Yeah.
here, man.
Okay.
Backpack. No, with how
Oh.
when I get down, Javier, backpack. You're gonna drive. You're 16, right?
Yeah, I'm 17. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That part was out of character. I would know, but
No,
just like wait.
No, here's the thing. You think it was out of character.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I can definitely drive. Okay.
Yeah.
Javier cannot drive.
Excellent.
But I understand the basics.
Just get it somewhere where I can take over.
This will be
Sounds
a
good.
fortune finesse roll for you, but I just want to see how this goes for you. Like,
Okay. I'm pulling out my best die so far. That's been giving me some
Yeah.
good rolls.
Driving vehicles is finesse.
That's a 5-er.
All right.
Nice.
Is your truck a stick or is it an automatic?
This is a car.
Okay, is your
It was
car
my
a stick or an
parents.
automatic? Is it the Trans Am, the Firebird? It's a stick.
It's a Firebird. It's a stick.
So I get very lucky. I probably run it on like second gear for way too long.
You have like some issues, like, but you know what? If you're gonna learn how to drive, like driving on a stick is fine. So, Tony will give you some instructions and whatnot,
Yeah.
and you see, it's just kind of like out of the parking lot.
I'm saying from above, are you okay? Is something wrong?
I just stick my hand out the window and thumbs up.
Like some person just like directing traffic also gives you a thumbs up, like out of the and you take like a right turn until you can get to there's a large circuit. There's a sort of a another large parking lot that has like a grocery store inside of it, very close by, and a gas station, and it's a fairly large parking lot, and it's pretty empty because it's a Sunday, and a lot of things close on Sundays. The grocery store is open, but you're able to like find a place underneath the shade to like diagonally park under so that Riley can get inside of the car.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that then. And back underneath the blanket, I will demorph.
There you go. All right, this is where y'all kind of talk your shit out.
I think the first thing that Javier would do is apologize. Riley, oh my God, I'm so sorry that didn't go the way I planned. I don't. You weren't supposed to be in Morph that long. That was too dangerous. I'm so sorry. He's just stressing the hell out.
It was incredibly stupid, but it's okay. Nobody saw us.
Wait, did you set off the car alarm?
Yes, I tried to break in, but apparently I'm too weak, and it didn't work out. And I was planning to put myself in danger, and I put someone else in danger.
Dude, did you try to punch the window? What did you do to break
Yes,
in?
I tried to punch the window, and then I just kind of slump
Dude.
around.
That's exactly what I tried to do.
Look, I just wanted to get the registration. If we could get that, we could identify the people. We could try to figure out what access they have. But no,
I did find out some information. Tony, did you
Oh.
find anything?
Dimitri's sister is alive and in the hospital. She's in a coma, apparently. Everyone thinks Dimitri's dead, which I guess makes sense. They aren't really going to go around saying he's a dog.
Yeah, they're at least saying that he's dead. Like the Yeerks have like spreaded that information. Yeah.
Demetrius' sister is infested already. I heard it from the group. We need to talk to him. There's somebody called Visser 3 that's coming tonight. Sounds like they might be in charge. They're supposed to come and see the girl who can morph.
I mean, that makes sense. That's a major asset.
Mhm.
If someone wants to see her, they're probably pretty powerful.
We should. Crap. When did the other two say they were coming back?
Not tonight.
Damn it.
I don't think going after whoever this person is tonight is a good idea.
No,
Yeah.
I was thinking to try and break into the hospital and get Dimitri's sister before
They were also
whatever they do. If she's already unconscious, it should be pretty easy to have her be somewhere.
She's infected.
Yeah, but he wanted an infected person anyway. And if
That's
they're
true.
unconscious, we don't have to tie them up somewhere for 3 days.
I don't think she's unconscious. I think that's a story.
They wouldn't let Sam in to see her. I don't think he got infected yet. He didn't go to the meeting thing. And he seemed really broken up about Dimitri dying.
The group also was talking about a new pool entrance, and I think I saw where it was at a National Guard building. They took Anna, the player, is forgetting her name. Lynette. They took Lynette into a janitor's closet, and a bunch of them piled in, and I think that might be the new entrance.
Okay. Things didn't go exactly as planned, but we have a lot of good information. If we know that someone higher up is coming, we can start to prepare something. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was thinking, since the reason they're coming is to get Dennis's sister. She, Dimitri's right now at least, is the most dangerous person for us because she has our powers and the Yeerks knowledge. We need to prioritize, I think, her. And if we prioritize getting her in some way, that means we might also be able to get the person coming for her. I think she should definitely be our number one right now.
Seems like a big target.
I mean, that's what we're trying to do, right? Take out the top.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, it makes sense to me, but I think that I'm not thinking so well right now.
He stinks, by the way. Like, he smells like he just had a run-in with a literal skunk. Like,
We need to get you cleaned up and home.
Yeah, I think we've done enough for tonight. Today, it's still
Okay.
middle of the day.
Yeah, it's like the afternoon.
It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, like 4:30 in the afternoon. Yeah.
Well, then maybe we can just. You guys, I don't think my parents are gonna pay too much attention. Do you guys want to come over and wait off the effects?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna. Well, Riley, why don't you drive?
Okay. I can do that.
Riley, you feel so awesome driving this car, by the way. Like, you feel cool as heck because you are. And as the resident bird girl, I think it's only appropriate that you drive the bird car. And I think with that, we're gonna go ahead and go into ending the session and doing our experience points for that, because I think moving forward without the other two present would be whichever y'all choose as a score, and how you choose a score would be better off with them. So let's go
Definitely.
ahead and first do your
Yeah.
la, 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 la. This is gone. This one, your crew sheet for headhunters. All right, y'all. Did you were you successful in eliminating key members of Yeerk forces, do harm to a visor, or eliminate the usefulness of a specific controller in the Yeerk invasion?
Not yet, darn it.
Not yet. It's all right. Did you contend with challenges above your current station? I don't think so. I think y'all did pretty good. Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one?
Not yet.
Not yet. Y'all are still pretty under the radar as far as some things go. Did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew?
That one I'd make an argument for, as we were just talking about how what we need to do is go after
The sister.
one of our two big, the sister or Vicar
Visser
5.
3.
3. I wrote down his name.
Yes.
It just wasn't on this sheet. Which is kind of what we had talked about.
For one, for
doing.
sure, was definitely the your drive. Did you do maybe any inner conflict? Did you struggle with like your inner conflict or the nature of your crew in any sort of way? I had y'all. What do y'all remember? What y'all rolled? I'm sorry. Did y'all remember what y'all rolled when y'all reduced your heat? It was a 5, right, or a 6?
6.
It was a 6. Yep. Okay. Cool. So y'all removed pretty much all of your heat.
Oh, that's good.
But y'all got one more. Y'all gained one this session.
Yep.
From the car alarm.
Yeah, my bad.
It's okay. Yeah, I kind of think that's
we
all.
Can handle one heat.
Yeah. I think that's all y'all did for. Didn't really gain any rep this time around. But I think that's about where y'all would be, one experience, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and do the leveling. We'll start with our Estreen. Our second Estreen, or Estreen 1, which is, yes, dual morph and nothing to see here. All right, Riley, did you tackle a challenge with clever morphing or empathy?
And I don't know that I did anything that I would call clever. I mean, I spent most of the session in morph.
I would say that picking an animal that no one would be suspicious of would be clever. So I definitely think that definitely.
The crow is a really good choice for tackling a lot of our spying needs.
Yeah, I think choosing a crow and also using the blanket as a way to cover yourself is clever. So if you want to take an experience points for that, that's good. I think so. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background at any point? And y'all can help her if y'all feel the need to
Let's
come
see.
up with something. Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember. Is it just one per each thing, or
It can be up to 2.
because
Mm-hmm.
I think I would argue that with at least with empathy, if that's still something she can get a point for,
Yeah, for
because she was real chill about Javier's screw up. My bad.
okay, yeah, sure. I'll give you 2 for that one then. Then for your second one, did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? I'd argue, at least with your background with being a bird girl and being able to coax crows to come and hang out with you,
Yeah.
would definitely be one.
I leveraged my history of people not liking me to help lie to my mother, which Riley
Yep.
feels very bad about.
Yep. You can go ahead and mark that one for 2 on that one for sure. Did you struggle with the issues from your virtues or your traumas during this session? Don't think
Oh.
so. You didn't overindulge in anything. We don't technically have an official trauma yet, so y'all are fine. Let's go to our.
I'm betting that's going to change soon too, though. Considering we're
Maybe.
about to do our first heist.
What happened to our Battleborn?
I was right next to the screen.
Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. I'm just done. All right, Battleborn. I see you. Cool. Let's go and move on to you. So you have 4 total for Riley. Did you tackle a challenge head on with righteous violence or fury?
Sadly, not. Not really quite the time in the middle of a nice picnic to get righteously violent or furious.
Oh my god, it's a stream cat.
Oh, the
Headbutting.
kitty.
That is a cute kitty. Okay.
Thank you.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background at any point?
I think so.
Yeah. What did you do?
Definitely where it's 1 second, brain's rebooting.
I understand.
Okay. It's so lightly role played, but I did go to church and had to deal with all that shit.
You did
even
go
though
to
we haven't
church.
done
You are
that.
Catholic, and you went to your meeting, so that for sure.
And then the other one would be talking with the other football player and
Sam.
trying to
Yeah,
form
with
a
hanging out with
Sam
Sam.
and trying to form a connection there. And
Yeah, for sure.
hopefully saving him from the Yeerk, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, you know what? I will give you 2 on that. You didn't struggle with your virtues, so you didn't overindulge, and you didn't choose
No.
your virtues over the team at any point. Nor did you struggle with any trauma, because we don't have a trauma yet. Cool. All right, so we have you with 2 total. Let's go ahead and look at our prints now. Okay, my good sir, did you tackle a challenge that keeps the group united and active against your foes?
The only thing I'd be able to argue for myself, at least, would be at the beginning of the picnic, trying to keep Tony from and trying to keep Tony from just ruining our cover immediately.
Yeah, for sure. Easily, you have 1 on that one. Yeah, totally.
Right.
Can you think of maybe for a second one?
Maybe after the heist, just trying to apologize for being reckless, trying to acknowledge my fault as a leader.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. That's okay. Sure.
I will negotiate my way into another level.
That's what this game is about. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background at any point?
Beliefs, no, but drive maybe. When we were refocusing, uh, when we were finishing, just the fact that even if it's a little bit above our station, we have our opportunity. We need to keep trying to move
Keep
forward.
trying to move forward. Okay. Yeah, it definitely goes into your ambition as well to keep moving forward. Uh, yeah, I'll say that I can give you at least one for that. If you can argue a second one at any point, that's Javier can't drive.
Yeah.
The thing is, I had planned for that to be a thing. Like that's why he
Yeah.
carries skates. That's why he skates
Yeah.
around everywhere.
Javier can't drive. I'll give you a point for not knowing how to drive, but being
Heck
close
yeah.
to. Cat.
Oh, no, no.
Oh,
Maybe.
sweetie.
She's so sharp.
She's so adorable. And I think that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and showing up. As far as the rest of the week goes on this channel, you can see us tomorrow at 1 p.m. PDT, where we will be playing another Fortune of the Dark Skin called Nightmares from the Frontier. It's one made by one of my very best friends, Jammy. He also runs the game. On Friday at noon PDT, hopefully we will be back with Tenebris, our Coriolis. We have had scheduling conflicts for a month. It looks like we will be back on schedule this month with at least 4 team members, so I'm excited for that. And then Saturday morning at 10 a.m. PDT, you can catch our Amber Wind campaign called The Ghost of Axia, which is an all-fam campaign run by my friend Amcatter Dev. And then as for me, just me, where you can see my face on places, I also play Saturday nights. We have the finale of our Fallout 2D20 system by Modifius called Trouble in the Turnpike. That's happening for Saturday night over on Weave the Tale. And then on Sunday afternoon on Ava Saret's channel, you can see me play my very unapproachable basketball Gorgon girl, who is at summer camp with none of her friends as we play Monster Hearts summer camp over on Ava's channel. And that's me. The rest of you, where can we find you? Where are you gonna be on the internet in the next week?
We start with me, right? Going backwards.
Yeah, starting with you. Let's do this.
All right. I don't have much of a social media presence, so just follow me on Twitter at Cryptid Delta, and check out my podcast with my wife, Judging Nerd Culture, where we judge you for liking things that we like too.
I enjoy that.
I was Nick. I'm on Twitter at fell_strike. It's not quite ready yet, but probably next week I'll have something else to say about a YouTube channel I'm launching for random Let's Plays and other stuff as I decide I want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not quite ready.
Gotcha.
And I'm Anna, aka
job as
Archival
a
Dust
legal
Bunny,
planner
queer and trans advocate, museum worker, TTRPG streamer. You can find me on Twitter at Archival Dust Bun. That's the best place to know where to find me streaming. The rest of this week is a very busy week. Friday night, I'll be over on TPK Roleplay playing Disaster Hamsters, which will be a lot of fun. Saturday morning, I will be on Paradise RPG, helping raise money for Jasper's Game Day. We're going to be playing a Magic School Bus inspired D&D game. That's at 11 a.m. Central. And then Sunday night, I'll be on Guild of the Phoenix playing Cyberpunk Red, which is a game I do every other week.
All right, cool. And with that, we're going to go send some love over to another channel called The Fae Realm, which is another an all-film channel. So yeah, we'll see you here next week. So bye, everyone. I love you.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.